Welcome to my lecture, Query JSON Semi-structured Data with SQL in Postgres and SQL Server 25. Who is better? My name is David Yitzhak, most likely speaker 22, 24, 25. SQL Server 25 introduced a new JSON data type. It has support for JSON index. SQL Server 25 new JSON support document up to 2 gigabyte of binary format. Postgres JSONB size is only limited to 255 megabyte. I will run SQL Server 25 Enterprise Edition CU2 on Windows 10 Enterprise Edition with a 16 GB of memory and 1.2 logical processor. In the benchmark, I'll use Postgres 176.1 on Red Hat Linux with 62 GB of memory. Let's look at some basic example. We create order DB. I have table called order with integer as a key. Order info column of JSON data type which contain all the order details. The same code in JSON in Postgres SQL. You can see it here. In SQL Server 25, let's insert JSON document. Same code in Postgres SQL, but here I use JSONB. Insert JSON document directly in JSON type. JSON now validate on insert on SQL 25. Key feature, invalid JSON, will be rejected automatically. No need for manual validation. So we can see it here. A non-valid document will be rejected. Same in Postgres SQL. SQL Server 25 work with JSON functions. We have JSON value, JSON aggregate to aggregate rows into JSON array, JSON object aggregate to create key value JSON objects. Let's find a specific JSON value. Select order the JSON value, order info, account number as account number. We have the equivalence in Postgres SQL. We have JSON value, it's a JSONB error key, JSON array aggregate, JSON aggregate, JSON object aggregate key value. So let's find a specific JSON value, account number, select order ID, order info, error, account number for public orders. Same like SQL 25. We can dump all the JSON values. Select order info from the order go. Same in Postgres SQL. Select order info for public order O. We can use JSON object array aggregate. Produce an array of JSON value from all row in the table. A single JSON document between square bracket. Select JSON array aggregate order info from DB order. And you can see the result here. We have the same function in Postgres SQL. JSONB aggregate. The same result. We have JSON object aggregate in the SQL 25. Take an order key value in JSON document and produce a set of key value per, so order ID is key and the value is in JSON document. Select JSON object aggregate, order ID, order info, and here is the result. We have the same function in Postgres SQL, JSONB object aggregate. We can modify JSON document in SQL 35 using a function modify. So we modify JSON value directly from the attribute for JSON for order 1, and then modify property of JSON type. You can see it here. We have the same ability in Postgres SQL using JSONB set. We will create an index. We'll now create a new database with JSON type to all the document and insert enough row to ensure that index will make sense. So we create the table DB contact in section row. We'll do the same in Postgres SQL. Now we'll run some code which will insert 5 mega million rows in bulk of 5,000 batches in SQL Server. You can see it here. We'll do the same in Postgres SQL. And we can see that SQL Server use JSON without index. This query take about 6 seconds. The same query in Postgres SQL. Now we'll create index JSON in Postgres SQL and run the same query. It takes 4 seconds to create the query. Sorry, 3 seconds. Now create JSON index in SQL Server. It takes about 6 minutes and run the same query. Show that name tags for creating tag value using JSON index. Now you can see the results are coming back immediately, 1 second or less. So if you look at the execution plan itself, I do not use parallelism and I use JSON index 6. So the regional query took longer. So who is the winner? The winner is SQL Server because the same query now is taking 1 second. In Postgres SQL, it's taking 4 seconds.